I'm making the Nigerian puff and I will be using the recipe from my book, Beautiful Foods, The Arts of African Catering, available on Amazon. The first step to making a nice puff is to have lukewarm water, that's warm water. And the recipe I'm using is 250 grams of plain flour or self-raising flour. You can use either plain or all-purpose flour or the self-raising. If you use the self-raising flour, the fermentation will be quicker, maybe about 30 minutes. But if you use the plain flour, you would need to rest the flour mixture for about 1 hour. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the recipe using self-raising flour. So I've got my lukewarm water, and into that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of yeast, 5 to 6, 7 grams of yeast, dried baker's yeast, and I'm going to whisk that, mix it until it's dissolved in the water. And into the water, I'm adding a quarter of a teaspoon, about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to set that aside and do the dry ingredients. In this bowl, I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. That's about 250 grams into my bowl. And about 60 grams of granulated sugar. Some cinnamon powder or nutmeg, about a quarter of a teaspoon or half a teaspoon maximum, depending on your taste really. Mix the dry ingredients together. Pour in the yeast. For additional flavor, add in about 20 ml of fresh milk. If you don't have fresh milk, you can use skimmed milk powder. This is also optional. So add it into the mix and mix until you have a smooth paste. A little bit, a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Stirring. I've got a nice batter, a bit thicker than cake batter, or maybe if you're having something like carrot cake, vanilla cake, then Nigeria cake, maybe the same texture falling off your spoon. Once that's mixed nicely, I'm going to cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes. You can use any cover, a napkin or food safe cling film. Set that aside for 30 minutes and it will be ready to deep fry. The puff is bouncing up and down in the oil very nicely. The puff is ready. I've fried it for about 5 minutes and I've done it to golden brown. You can see. So the next step is to lift the basket up from the oil. Let it drain for a few minutes, and then we're going to place the puff-puff onto a plate with some kitchen paper tissue. That's the timer, 5 minutes. So place the puff-puff onto the plate and continue frying until you finish all your butter. The butter also can be refrigerated if you want to prepare it a day before, and just ferment it first and cover it and leave it in the fridge.